Hi, this is Nikki Kohler, Digital Archivist for the Austin History Center, a division of Austin Public Library, and welcome. Today, I'm going to give a little mini presentation on how to navigate our new digital repository, which is at ahc.access.preservica.com. All right, so in honor of Juneteenth, I'm also going to feature African American digital collections in our digital repository, and we will start our search now. Here we are at our homepage for our digital collections, and that address again is ahc.access.preservica.com. This is run on Preservica software. And you have several different ways with which to perform a search to look and browse through our collections. We have a text box here at the top to do a text-based search. You can hit Browse Our Archive. From the top menu, there is a pull down under collection items to be able to access collections that way. And if you scroll down the screen, you can browse by collection by clicking on one of these icons that my cursor is hovering over, or you can just go to one of the click links down here in order to quickly get to what collection you would like to see. So we're going to click on African American collections. And this is going to bring us to several different folders of digital content that's available from our Austin Files subject-based collections. Many of these items are scanned photographs from the collections, but we do also have some digital video content available as well. And in honor of Juneteenth, we're going to take a look at some Juneteenth photographs in our collections. The folder name was Emancipation Day, which is another name for Juneteenth that it's also known as well as Liberation Day. And here you can see several photographs. You can narrow that search by looking at the Refine Your Search menu over here. You can refine by any of these different subjects off to the side. We're going to click on this image of a band playing at an Emancipation Day Juneteenth celebration in 1900. And the metadata or data about the photograph that you see up at the top here, and I'm going to click show more so you can view all of it. And here you're going to find the unique identifier for that image, which is this pica number up here. There is donor information, a title, and then a description of the photograph, any date information from when it was taken, or a date range. And then also these subjects related to this photograph. And by the way, any of these subjects that are highlighted in bold, you can click on that in order to see related collections under that subject heading. And so now we're looking at this photograph, and you have a few different ways with which to view, enlarge, or reduce the size of that image. So with the buttons here, I'm enlarging the photograph. If I click on it and then use my cursor, I can slowly move about the photograph. And then if I want to just see it back to its original size, there's a little home button right there. And I'm going to click on that again. And if we want to see more of those Juneteenth photographs, I'm going to go ahead and click on Juneteenth, which was in bold there in the metadata screen. And now I'm going to click on this other image. And say I want this metadata to not be up at the top here. There are actually ways to change how you view the metadata on the screen. So I want to put that off to the left, give that photo a little bit more space as I enlarge it. And then by hitting show more, I can view all of the information associated with that image. And if I want to download a copy of this image, there is a download button, which is this little downward arrow right here. And there you can see the image downloading to your desktop. And say I want to view some other content within African American collections. These are search results for just a blanket text search of African Americans. And here you see from our Austin Files biography collections, as I scroll down, you have several people featured there. I'm going to click on this photograph of Wilhelmina Delco, who was a Texas state representative. She served in the Texas legislature for 10 terms on 20 different committees. And in the 60s, she was also an AISD board of trustees. And then I'm going to go back. And say we want to view some civil rights photographs showcasing the civil rights movement in Austin, Texas. I'm going to do a free text search and hit archive. And then here, this is going to bring up our content. You also have a different means of viewing this content. This is what's called the tile view if you look at these icons over here, but you can also view this content in a table view so that you're also getting descriptive information and date information at a glance for each of those digital images. And then, as I stated before, you can refine your search several different ways here. You can refine by date, you can refine by format type, and you can refine by subject. And there are many different subjects with which to refine your search, as you can see. So if we want to just look at civil rights movement photographs from the 1960s, I'm going to click on 1960s. That refines your search. I want to see the tile view again, so I click on that. And then there they are. We're going to click on a photograph here. And here we're seeing a 1963 Civil Rights March. All right, and going back, you can either hit the back button to go back to the page you were previously at, or you can start again at the very beginning. And I'm going to access subject files via this collection items tab at the top. This will bring you to the main page for subject files. We're going to click again. And I'm searching now for African American related digital collections within the Austin subject files. And sometimes it takes a few seconds, up to a minute or so, for your search results to show up on screen. If there's a lot of content for a particular search, it can take a little bit of time. But here it is. We've got 194 search results. I'm going to click back on the African Americans folder here, which is kind of that top level subject folder for those collections. And here you can see, in addition to the Juneteenth photographs, we do have photos that feature some African American schools in Austin, such as Blackshear Elementary, Wheatville Elementary, the old Anderson High School. There are some great photos of the Yellow Jacket Band. and some other student photographs in that collection. So there are several different ways with which you can search for content at the Austin History Center online digital repository. That, once again, is at ahc.access.preservica.com. Thank you so much. We look forward to your visit. Thanks.